But yo, it feels power the whole time I step on it. Like now I went up to this dude's car and I'm like right next to him the whole time. Obviously he took off, started breaking away at like after 4th gear, but yo, I'm like next to him the whole time, bro, and I'm just like, yo, that's a 335, bro. I'm in a freaking 320, bro. What's up? Couldn't say that with the JB4. Shit.
What do I say again? How do I show the video? You guys want to take over the vlog? You guys want to take it? Okay, I'll do it. All right. What is going on? Okay. What is going on, guys? I know some of you are pretty familiar with this environment I'm in right now. Today we are at Brian's shop. We're going to be installing and flashing boot mode onto Rob's 320i. Huge shout out to Brian from Keith's Motorsports for hooking us up and helping us out with this install. He's going to be doing the install. So he's going to be installing a stage 2 off-the-shelf tune, which is going to be about a 70 wheel horsepower increase. There's also a stage 1 tune that's about like a 50 wheel horsepower increase. Exactly. So we're going to be flashing that onto Rob's car, but that's like a cool detail to know. But the one thing that we're really all here for is the burbles. We really want to see how like fantastic and how crazy the burbles are going to sound on this motor.
Flames.
Yeah, spit flames. Hopefully, we'll see about that. I haven't seen a N26 or N20 320i on the internet anywhere that's, you know, that has burbles with boot mode. Right now, we'll get like a before clip of how it sounds, so we can rev it up and see how it sounds in like 7 or like 4 or 5K rev range, and then we'll see how it sounds with boot mode and see the difference with the burbles. So yeah, let's do this. Hey guys, what you doing? What you doing over there? Boot mode?
Doing phone stuff. All right, the most important thing before you get started flashing is you need to have the right battery charger. So as you can see here, I have a 25 amp battery charger. This is the one to get. Anything less, no good. If your battery dies while you're flashing, it's called a bad day.
So Brian's saying that we're not allowed to open any doors while we're back in here, so
The car will go.
he's kidnapping us.
When you get in your car, you're gonna just press the start stop button just one time.
Okay.
Now I'm going to activate your car.
Brian's doing important stuff. I'm just sitting back here watching. I just want to hear the burbles.
I'm here for the burbles.
I'm here for the burbles.
This is your main menu. So you have your dashboard. So if you're going to be doing data logging, this is where you're going to live. And as long as you have your computer or the Wi-Fi module hooked up to the car, you're going to have access to all these gauges. You have your data logs. So when you start doing custom tuning and stuff like we do, you're going to live in there. Diagnostics, if anything, if you ever have any codes or anything, you can come in here. You can even do things, not that you have this problem, but with your exhaust flap, you can open and close it. So where we're gonna really live though is the OBD agent, My Maps and OTS Maps.
Okay.
So you need the agent for the first time. So for you, you wanna do 93 octane or 91?
93.
93? Okay, the AGG is aggressive burble.
Yes.
So we're gonna click that and we're gonna do get to. So what you're gonna do now is under My Maps, you have your stock tune, and then now we have our stage 2 93 octane.
Nice.
So this is the one we're gonna do. Gotta hit the big button that says flash. So it's pretty obvious which one it is. If anything fails or you get fuel issues or drivetrain malfunctions, you go back in and do online recode and it'll save the day. But for the most part, you're just gonna use flash. The first time it takes a little longer because it's unlocking your DME. When you're doing this, you have to have your seatbelt on, turn your lights off, turn the fan, just kills any unnecessary power. And by plugging your seatbelt in, it keeps the DME on so it won't shut it off. While we're flashing,
Everything's
it's gonna look like Christmas. So don't
It always looks like Christmas in my car.
I wasn't gonna say it.
We took care of one.
Yeah, we took care of one light. We just got 15 more lights to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Turned off one and 2 popped up.
So we're at 57%. We're pretty much past the halfway point. Almost there. Almost there. We're kidnapped for another couple minutes, guys. All right,
Okay.
so it's done.
Yep, so what you do now is you turn the car off. So you have a fuel system error. We're gonna have to go back and do an online recode. But like I said in the beginning, I always tell people in the beginning, because if it happens, it's like, oh no, like a fuel system, it's like, don't worry, like my car does it too, it's fine. But then what you do is you shut the car off for about 20 seconds or so.
Okay.
Light it up and then we'll see if there's errors. If so, we'll just go back in, online recode.
Does it
Takes
have to
like
go
a
to
minute.
sleep or no? It's just gotta
No,
go
it doesn't
sleep
have to go to full sleep.
Okay.
Oh, did you turn the cold start off too? Or you can do that with boot mode, right?
Yeah.
You want that?
You want it on or off?
I don't know. Off, I guess.
Off is default.
look how quiet it is now.
And you have a downpipe, right?
Yeah, he does.
No cat.
No check engine light.
It does pop on. It does pop. So
No, with this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
all?
mode.
Because
No shit.
Yeah.
It's fine to me. I don't have to reset it all the freaking time.
yeah, it just turns off the sensor.
Nice.
So it cuts the parameter, so it won't display.
So if you guys have downpipes and you have check engine lights, a tune is ideal because then bye-bye check engine light.
Yes! Pop, pop!
And there's a cop like 10 feet away.
That's the best part.
Excuse me, license registration. Oh, okay, you got military plates. I'm sorry, sir.
Oh, really? Must be nice.
So what's gonna happen though is like when you're just driving, just downshift. And then, especially when the motor is like nice and hot, your exhaust is nice and hot, you're gonna get some really good burbles.
Past how many RPMs would you say that the burbles would work?
4 grand.
It depends. You can configure it too.
Okay. So you would probably want it somewhere higher. I would recommend people who, you know, they say that people that end up getting burbles in the beginning, it's fun and stuff, and then you start to get kind of tired of it. I would recommend to put it in a little bit of a higher RPM range, so then that way when you're doing city driving and you just want to chill and stay calm and not be so hot boy, just drive and chill and relax, keep it under. But when you're kicking it and you're going like 5K RPMs, then the burbles will kick in, so that's nice. Another thing that Brian has told me a long time ago in the past was that in his N55, that is, when he throws it into comfort mode, it kind of just cuts off the entire burbles. So I don't know if that's the case with the 320i.
Yeah, most of them are the same. It's comfort mode is pretty mild, and then sport.
Okay.
And I'll show you something else cool. So with these maps too, there's a little button up here, the config button. Okay. So what you can do is like you can set a different burble type. So if you're like, you know, I wish my burble, you know, would last for a longer duration or a shorter duration, or I wish it was more aggressive. And you can also set the speeds and whatnot, your RPM range. So this way, everything is like completely customizable.
Nice.
You can also turn off your cold start. I have mine off because my car, when I start it, is just
super loud. It's ridiculous.
And you can only imagine Rob's. Rob's is completely straight pipe.
I have to sit in my car every morning and hold it at 2,000 RPMs till it gets warm.
Yeah, see, cold start, it's gonna be like, basically this is what happens. When you have a cold start, for those of you guys with muffler release or your car is loud, cold start is basically like how your car will sound when you've started it like just after driving it, when it's already warm. So it doesn't send fuel to the cat or whatever the ECU does, that's no longer gonna happen, so your cold starts are significantly quieter as if the car was already warm.
And then you can do other things like over here, the catalytic monitor. So this is where you would actually go in to shut it off. So that's why it turns off your light. And then you won't have this problem in this car, but like for the M3s and stuff, you can do boost reduction by gear. So if you can't get traction in first gear, you can kind of cut down the boost a little bit to like just really fine tune the car. So endless possibilities. You could always do custom tunes and whatnot. But I'm sure this is gonna be loads of fun.
Oh man, I can't wait. I'm gonna get arrested. I'm gonna get a ticket soon.
All right guys, so that pretty much kind of does it for this part of the video. We are gonna give you guys some more clips right now. The issue is right in front of Brian's shop, there's cops standing right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, and they're checking everybody's inspection. The last thing I want to do is have a car shooting crazy shots. Cops thinks there's a guy with guns in this exact garage. So yeah, exactly. It's like, forget this inspection search, there's a guy with a killer on the loose. All right, Brian, we'll be right back. So we're about to test out, see how Rob's car sounds. We're gonna get some outside shots as well. All right, first gear in Sport Plus, let's hear it.
We gotta go fast now.
Yeah. Whoa, chill, there's cops. Oh, it sounds crazy already. No, yeah. Yo! Let go. That sounds ridiculous. Drop me off right here. Go down, do a U-turn in that parking lot thingy, and then just get a drive-by. Go. It sounds crazy. This thing sounds crazy. I gotta hitchhike. Gotta hitchhike. Hey, I need a ride. Take the vlog, good sir.
Time to terrorize the neighborhood.
Oh my god, it's shifting like my car now. You feel way more powered, like it feels so much more like linear. There we go. Okay, it's really picky. You gotta figure out exactly where in the rev range it likes it. That's where it likes it. So third to fourth. 3 to 4 RPM. If you downshift, could be good shots. All right, so we're in my boy Jonathan's car. We're gonna grab some rollers of Rob's car so you guys can hear the sound from the outside. He's so childish now at red lights. Just childish. Look at his face! Look at his face! And he has a dynamic blinker. Must be nice. For some strange reason, Brian never really shows you guys on his channel how his car sounds and how obnoxious it is, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick little clip of that. This is a dad.
I'm gonna do the burble delete next.
Oh, the beautiful sound of an N55 with burbles must be nice. All right, so
He still messes up significantly less than I do.
Really?
I'm the worst YouTuber ever.
once I get going, I'm good. It's like a snowball effect. I'm not gonna stop. I'll be fine.
Some stuff I'm okay on, some stuff I just can't.
Getting started. This is how Brian films. All right, so you're gonna. All right, so you're gonna take the 8mm. Okay, so you're gonna take the 10mm, and then you're gonna. That's how he does it, and then he gets it right once, and then that's how he uses that. It's amazing. His filming style. Everybody has a different filming style. It's hilarious. All right, so we're back inside. Let us know what you guys thought of Rob's car and how crazy it sounds.
I love it. It's great. It's awesome. Gunshots. Let's go all day.
I got to drive it. It's so linear. Like, it's so much more like consistent than what he had before. I don't want to mention any names, but the tune he had before is not as, you know, consistent as boot mode as now. The burbles are way more aggressive, and it sounds crazy. Rob's obviously gonna modify it himself and go and sign in and
Bang, bang, bang.
yeah, he's gonna make it. Right now it's at 3 to 4K RPMs. He's gonna probably rev it up to like 5 or 6, so then it's a little bit louder and more obnoxious. We have no idea if it's shooting flames yet. As of right now, as I'm filming this, we don't know. But we will get some shots of him revving it out. Huge shout out to Brian for hooking us up and helping us out with flashing the car, because we didn't know how to do it. I hope you guys got a little, you know, representation on how to do it, if that was informative for you guys. If you guys are interested in doing this for your car, remember, even if it's a 328 or a 320i, it's still like a similar motor, so it will sound very similar to this. Rob is completely straight pipe, so obviously if you have different, you know, like if you still have a muffler or you're just gutted, you still have a resonator, it's gonna sound a little bit different, but this was basically an example of how it sounds, full blown, just straight pipes from the top all the way to the back of the exhaust, completely straight pipe.
No restrictions.
No restrictions at all on the exhaust. If you guys are interested in this, please check the description down below. The link will be there for boot mode. Everything everything we're doing today can be found on keysmotorsports.com. So please check out the links down below and check out Brian's channel. I'll leave a link to that as well in case you don't know who this is. He's the biggest F30 YouTuber out of any of us. So if you guys haven't heard of him, channel link will be down below in the description. But you guys have anything else to say before I close it out?
Gunshots all day. Bang, bang, bang.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Peace out.